how to have uncomfortable conversations with ease. Calling all ambitious women who are ready to rock the rest of 2019 and 2020. Okay, ladies, this is the official call. We are officially in the enrollment period for Soul Elite. You might be wondering, what the heck is Soul Elite and how is it different from the other experiences you offer, Heather? Well, great question. So Soul Elite is a 12-month mastermind experience for the ambitious, successful go-getter. You are craving community, you are craving connection, you are craving sustainability and impact. You want to get to a place in your life where there's just something deep inside of your soul that wants to be expressed. And you also want to surround yourself with like-minded women who are on the same level. So these are the CEOs, these are the executive women, these are the entrepreneurs, these are the ones who have already seen traditional success in their life, but they're just looking for that deeper connection. It involves retreats, it involves one-on-one coaching with me. We also have a team of game-changing other professionals and coaches who will be connecting with us in the next 12 months. Plus, you're walking through this experience with other like-minded women who are ready to pull back the curtains, show you how they got successful, share their amazing resources with you, and get vulnerable. So, this is an elite group of ladies, hence the reason why it's called Soul Elite. And I am so excited. We already have about 6 people inside. It's also an intimate group. And I'm just really excited to learn and connect with more of you. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/Soul Elite. All you have to do is fill out the application, and then I will personally read it and be in touch. If I don't think you're a good fit, that's okay. I will point you in the right direction, whether it's another program that I offer or if there's somebody else that I know that can be a good fit for you. So 2019-2020 Soul Elite Experience is now open for enrollment. And when you apply before September 15th, you get added bonuses and discounts. So again, head on over to heatherchauvin.com/Soul Elite and fill out your application today. Hey ladies and gentlemen, I'm back and today is day 4 of the Freedom Unlocked. Get the tools you need to take back control of your time and energy, the little series that I'm doing here on the podcast. So, I wanted to talk about this, and confrontation is something that people say, oh my gosh, I avoid confrontation. Anything that's uncomfortable, I just run away from it. And I mean, we can all read books on how to have, uncomfortable conversations or daring leadership and blah, 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 blah. The truth, kind of like what I was talking about in day 1, which was feeling your fear and face everything and rise, whatever acronym you want to use, we need to realize that the big emotions that we feel, which is, oh, confrontation, let's avoid it. It's uncomfortable. That is not something to run away from. It's something to run towards. So, old me, actually, I was an avoider as well because I avoided confrontation. Not that I was like, oh, I don't want to have confrontation, but every time somebody would start debating with me or there was a weirdness in our relationship, I would just avoid it because I'm like, I'm a no drama mama. Like, I do not attract drama in my life. I don't enjoy it. I don't feed into it. I don't actually have any of it in my life at this point because, and I'm sure, yes, we all have drama. Actually, most of the drama I have in my life is with myself in my head, to be honest with you. And if I do have any drama, it's because I'm avoiding taking an action. Long pause. Let me say that again. If I do have any drama in my life, it's because I'm avoiding taking an action. There comes a time in your life when you, and this whole mini series is talking about leadership. So I'm talking about showing up. I'm talking about taking the action, taking a stand, becoming the woman, the wife, the mother, the friend, the business owner. And again, I've been talking a lot about business because we're launching Soul Elite. But you do not need to be a business owner. You can be a human being. I don't fucking care what you do. I just want you to be happy. That's all I care. So I don't know why I said that. But anyways, my point is we're all going to have confrontation. So how to have those uncomfortable conversations with ease. Here's some practical advice. Number 1, your discomfort of, oh shit, I need to have this conversation is a symptom. Pay attention to it. So you know when you get that itchy rash on your private areas and what happens when you avoid it and then it becomes this infectious disease and then it's like a flesh-eating bacteria and then you're screwed, right? You're just fucking screwed. You're like, what did I do? I waited way too long. Why didn't I just pay attention to this itch when it was just an itch, right? It's a symptom. Hopefully my vulgar examples get your attention. My point is that itch, that discomfort of, oh crap, I need to have this conversation is a symptom. I'm going to repeat that. It's a symptom. Pay attention to it. I've said this before about overwhelm and fatigue. These are all life symptoms. These are not diagnosis. Hear me. Symptoms, not diagnosis. I am chronically fatigued. That's what my doctor diagnosed me with. Great. What the fuck are you going to do about it, right? So, symptom, oh no, I feel uncomfortable. I have to have this uncomfortable conversation. Great. You do not need to argue. You don't need to have confrontation. The more emotional intelligence that you have, the more you feel in control of your big emotions, which is my jam and what I teach inside my coaching programs. It is the whole premise of leadership, feeling in control of your parenting, your business, leading other people, mastering who you want to be in your life, the core. Okay? So, you're there. You're having this uncomfortable conversation with ease. This is a script that I'm going to give you. You can listen to this podcast again. You can write it down. There is no transcription for this podcast, but you can transcribe it yourself. Hey, I'm going to pretend you're talking to somebody named Susie. I don't know why I always use Susie. I'm just using Susie. Hey, Susie. I just wanted to chat. Do you have 5 minutes? You're either going to say this via text, you're going to send this via email, or you're just going to pick up the phone and call her, right? There's been an awkwardness. And you're going to say, okay, we both know that there's just been weird energy between us. Let's talk. What do we need to talk about? Oh, I got a kid coming to me. I need to pause my recording. Okay, I'm back at it, real life. So I'm going to repeat myself. Hey, Susie, can we talk? You get her on the phone. There's just been this awkwardness between us, and I just wanted to clear the air, wanted to make sure everything's going on. And then you can address, based on the project that we're doing or, the conversation that we had previously or, somebody mentioned that you weren't happy with something. Let's talk. And what's going to happen with Susie is she's either going to shut down, because this is what people do, their coping strategies. She's going to shut down and be like, nope, I'm fine. Or she's going to say, oh my God, thank you so much, right? So she's going to have 2 reactions. She's either going to, actually maybe 3. She's going to fight, she's going to flight, or she's going to freeze. So she's going to fight you. She might become defensive. I don't think she'll be physically. That might be a cat fight. She's going to try to run away and avoid the conversation. I'm fine. Or she's going to freeze and she might not say anything. But remember, it's the energy and how you show up, right? You could say, this is really uncomfortable for me. I don't like having these conversations, but I'm trying to grow and be more brave and courageous. And I really value our relationship. And I just want to make sure that everything's okay. So just pay attention to the tone in my voice and how I'm not dominating, and I'm not defensive. I'm not going, we need to have this conversation, right? So your energy really, really matters. And then you're just going to say, I just want to listen to you. And you just listen. You shut the fuck up. You listen. This could be with your child. This could be with your husband, a partner. This could be with a teacher at your kid's school that you don't agree with. This could be with a bus driver. I've had that conversation with a bus driver. That was interesting. I'll also podcast about that. I mean, your male person, anyone, right? You're just talking about how to have uncomfortable conversations. So you're approaching the pink elephant in the room. You are giving the other person space to speak. They want to be heard, okay? Now, here's the kicker. You are not to respond. You are just to reflect what they said to you. You have to observe your physical reaction. So let's just say they start to fight, right? And they're like, well, and especially if they're closer to you. So let's just say it's your partner, a husband, child, wife, whatever. They say to you, well, last night, I did all the dishes and I cooked and I cleaned and like I'm always doing this. Like, why do I always have to do it? You make me do everything. You might watch yourself get defensive. You literally are rising to your red zone. Take a deep breath and go, okay, I hear you. Okay, I hear you. Just let them spit the shit out at you, okay? You have the uncomfortable conversation. And just say, what I'm hearing you say is you feel overwhelmed or you feel like I put a lot on your plate. You repeat back to them what the exact words they said to you. So what I'm hearing you say is that you feel you are cooking every night, you're cleaning every night, and you really don't feel like I'm supporting you. Did I hear you correctly? Is there anything you want to add? And what you're doing is literally holding space for them to just get all of their shit out. So imagine that they're like a pressure cooker, and you're just releasing the steam. So I have an Instant Pot. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, when is the steam going to stop? That's kind of what happens sometimes when you have uncomfortable conversations with people. You're giving them the safe space because they know you're not going to judge them. And you just simply go, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And you repeat back to what they say until that energy calms down. And then you can come up with a solution. So you're reflecting back to them, you're hearing them, you're saying, okay, this is how you feel. Like remember, it's mirroring back to them how they feel. And then you can ask questions depending on the situation of how you can resolve this together, right? Like, how can I best help you? Well, it would be nice if you could cook once a week or every other week, or if you could get the kids off the bus, or maybe you could do lunches after school, or whatever this is, okay? And come up with solutions together. Now, based on the situation, sometimes you will have a turn to be heard, sometimes not. And I know that's frustrating, but now you could say, okay, can I voice my concerns? And then you can voice your concerns. So the whole idea, and then leave it on a positive note, but you need to be the bigger person here. The whole idea of day 4, when we're talking about getting, how to have uncomfortable conversations with ease, is remember that ease comes on the other side of discomfort. So in order to get to the place of ease, you have to have those uncomfortable conversations. So I hope this was helpful. And I want to know, was this a game changer for you? Was there an aha moment? Please send me and my team a note to support@heatherchauvin.com or a message on Instagram. I want to know that this message was of service to you. Did you use it at work? Did you use it in your home? Did you use it with somebody who put too much cream in your coffee at the coffee shop? Let me know how to have uncomfortable conversations with ease.